I want to heartily welcome Sifu So from Hong Kong. Welcome.
Thank you. It's my honor to be here.
Yeah. He is all the way coming from Hong Kong for my 20 years anniversary, teaching our wonderful art of Wing Chun. He's one of the last living students of Grandmaster Tang Yick, who was one of the most famous Wing Chun teacher in Hong Kong. So, Sifu So, let us share some experience from your learning. How was Sifu Tang Yick?
At the very beginning, we start to practice successor, and we start very slowly, bit by bit. He has to be sure that we understand what is it all about before we go further. How to apply successor on different applications, how to practice with partners, these sort of things. And for every step, in certain time, he will come over and demonstrate. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And actually, he's great because he's one of the final master there who can actually demonstrate, not only talk. He actually demonstrates to us the application of every details.
Okay, so you could also do some free chi with him. He was a fighter too.
Be honest, he was quite old at that time.
Yeah.
So he can do some free chi, but of course not as free as a young man. But we can understand and we can feel when he was young. He's very powerful because for some time he grabbed our hand and do something. Our body would just follow his action and nearly fall down.
Everybody knows that he's the king of the long pole. So how was it? How the feeling he demonstrated the long pole?
He was old at that time and not be able to demonstrate that the long pole he used to use, because that long pole he used to use was very heavy one, and long and heavy. But I know, as I heard from our senior, that when he was young and practiced, he started with the long pole, a very long pole, and practiced in a very special way. To put a weight in front of the tip of the long pole, so that make it very, very strong. And then when he was in Dai Tak Lan, at one time somebody came up and asked for a fight. He just take out the long pole and just do one side. And then that long pole, the long pole he used, break into two pieces. And that was on the newspaper in 1958 something. That was on the newspaper. So you can know from that his long pole is very good. Nobody ever say that his long pole is not good.
Yeah, you mentioned Dai Tak Lan, yeah. So everybody know I was the last student from Grandmaster Wai Yan in Dai Tak Lan, and Grandmaster Wai Yan always say a very good thing about Sifu Tang Yick, and we all know that Dai Tak Lan Sifu Tang Yick lived there and he teach there together with Grandmaster Chichulman and Lo Chiwun, and they had so long friendship, and this is fantastic. This inspired me. And now it's a special event. I am the student of Grandmaster Wai Yan. Sifu So is a student of Grandmaster Tang Yick, so the history repeats.
Yes, that's great. That's great.
Some people ask if Sifu Tang Yick ever teach Sulim Tao Cham Kyu Buchi. So you are original student, so you know.
No, ever since I follow Sifu, I never learned this from Sifu. And also he mentioned repeatedly that it's not in our style. We are only supposed to Zhong Quan, and Sulim Tao Cham Kyu Buchi definitely is not in Tang's style.
Yeah,
definitely.
And I'm one of the successors of Grandmaster Wai Yan. I can also clarify there was never, Grandmaster Wai Yan never teach Sulim Tao Cham Kyu Buchi. Also, there's a rumor that also we would use the Yichi Kim Yang Ma.
No. We use Yichi Ke Long Ma. There's a difference between Ke Long and Kim Yang Ma. The knees actually is like a smaller Seiping Ma, but higher and smaller and more flexible, and that's what we use, and we never use Yi Chi Kim Liao Ma.
Also, this Grandmaster Wai Yan never teach this, because the knee, when they go inside, we don't teach too much. So this stance. So we call it also Kei Lung Ma, dragon riding stance.
That's correct.
And there's also one article I read, there's information that we would grab the long pole with 2 arms. What do you say about this?
No, in our long pole, because it's long pole, and the long pole is, one pole is larger and the other pole is smaller. How can you grab in the middle to use it? It's unreasonable. But for some time, when practice our long pole against other style, the other guy may use and take the pole in the middle. But that's not our style. That's just to demonstrate the fighting against other style, and that's it. But definitely not in our style.
Yes, for sure, not in our style. We grab at the end and not in the middle. Yeah, I learned Wing Chun in the 80s in Hong Kong, and in Europe and USA it was unknown. Nobody knew the grandmasters, nobody knows our style. So I did a lot to make famous the style. And I think after 20 years, it's a pleasure for me that when I see the forums or in the news, the Kung Fu magazines, that they all mention the names of our ancestors, Sifu Tang Yick, Sifu Wai Yan, Sifu Chichuma. So, but how was it at the time in Hong Kong the last 20 years? Who teach professional? Are there any public Wing Chun schools today?
It's a pity that after the death of all those old masters, there was nobody in Hong Kong professionally taught this art. It's a great pity. For the past 20 years, there are not many people learning and teaching this art in Hong Kong. But we are so happy that and very appreciated that this art being made populated throughout Europe and the States for the past 20 years by Sifu Andreas Hoffmann.
Oh, thank you, that you appreciate it. So, but for sure, we keep contact with the original root in Hong Kong, and for the future, we want to work together more closely. So I'm very happy that Sifu So contact the original students who are still alive, and we try to do more things.
Yeah, we try to organize the remaining students in Hong Kong to our something to properly, hopefully, to spread this art again in the hometown.
Yes. Okay, be sure that we help Sifu So international. We have so much wonderful students now in Netherlands, in Italy, in Spain, in England, and USA, in Canada, in Germany. So we will do the job for the future for our ancestors.
Thank you.
We work together.
We truly hope that we can work, and through this art we can work and extend our friendship, and we can work harmony, coordinately with each other, and to spread this art. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Yes.